Sage should have been man of the match.
Look at some of the missed chances at Chiefs.
Yo. Hey, that diagonal ball by Aiden is like dangerous. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to the review of the game between Kaizer Chiefs and Stellenbosch. The watch along brought to you by SportPesa right here on Omni Audio Africa. We hope you had a good time. We had a guest, Mr. Click Bang.
Jovic.
You saw a Click Bang goal by Devin Titus.
Stunning winning goal, huh? That's how you want to win a game.
That's how you want to win a game.
The way Titus finished it off.
But I think the one thing that's a disappointment for me, Sage Stevenson did not get the credit that he deserves, because I think if there's no Sage Stevenson, the scoreline looks very different for Stellenbosch.
Yeah, the saves he made first half, the save he made second half, he kept them in the game. Mm-hmm. Kept them within a chance of either drawing or winning the game. And then went on to win the game. Kevin Hunt, great coaching as well. Yes, he started to make the changes first half, but Chiefs went on to score. But you could already tell that's why he was making the changes in the first half. Chiefs were running away with it. Chiefs could have been 2, 3, 4 up first half for some of the chances they got. And second half, again, doesn't waste time, makes changes, and then the momentum swings completely. So, Say Stevens gave him the chance to make the changes to affect the game. So, those two, for me, were outstanding. Great coaching and a great individual performance to go with it.
I've often heard people talk about two halves and all that. And when you look at Kaizer Chiefs, in the first half, they came out like a house on fire.
Oh, man.
They had chance after chance after chance after chance. I mean, you look at down the wing, Marco was always going up. You look at Solomon, he was always going up. You look at Mabue and Ngobo in the middle, they were also attacking.
Mabue was on fire.
You look at the way that they played. In the first half, Chiefs were just unplayable. And as you said, conversion rate is what they lacked.
Yeah. Also, you have to consider the fact that all of the frontline players got chances.
Yeah.
In the first half, De Silva, Lilepo got chances he should have scored. He missed that great chance in the second half. Chislett got chances, got a save, very good save out of Stevens. Everybody got a chance out of the attacking third. Everybody got a chance.
But I think that's
Dupree's as well. More than one chance. More than one chance.
But I think for me, Sizo, here's the thing, and this is the question that I have. From a technical perspective, you coach to be able to put your players in those chances.
They have to convert.
And eventually it has to be on the player to be able to convert.
Yeah.
Because you can only plan, let's open them up this way so that we can leave you
Finish
on a
off,
one-on-one.
Yeah.
We can do this. I think the technical team, the first half, they got it spot on.
Even second half, Lilepo misses a great chance second half. Shabalala gets a few chances of good moments second half. Mabuya gets a chance second half, a very good one later on. So even though the game was much more even then, it wasn't just one-sided, it was Chiefs. They still created moments, Chiefs. They're just not converting. It's conversion rate.
You then look at Stellenbosch, Devin Titus, a well-taken goal. But
first
an
in the
assist,
Premiership.
but first this season in the Premiership.
Yeah.
But the assist that you got for Pila the first half.
Oh, that was a blind. I love
that cross. That cross is that one that defender doesn't know to leave it for the keeper, or the keeper doesn't know whether to come and leave it for the defenders.
Another good play was Pila second half.
Pila was.
He gave Solomon's a torrid time second half. Look, Solomon was equal a lot of the times to him, but he kept him busy. All the time Solomon's worried about going back. He's not thinking about going forward anymore. You know what I mean? That changes the dynamic of the play.
Before this game, I was one of the people thinking Chiefs are going to close the gap on those above them and be able to close the gap and go into the derby with confidence, because this was a well-rested Chiefs that had 11 days to be able to rest. But now, Gooby.
30 points, this is where the pressure comes in. 30 points, 8 points away from Mamelodi Sundowns, 8 points away from Kaizer Chiefs, 2 points only away from Skukune.
You keep saying, said Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns are number one.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. The 2 points only away from Skukune, which is one positive. But then same number of points as Amazulu. 2 points ahead of Durban City. That's where the pressure comes in. Chiefs fans will look at that and think, should we be in the realms of Amazulu and Durban City at this point of the season? Do we have a better squad? should we be higher up?
The Chiefs squad is solid, though.
Yeah, squad-wise, for me, there's nothing wrong at Kaizer Chiefs. So, in that regard, there's pressure, especially going into the derby now for Kaizer Chiefs. Quickly, I just want to touch on this for Stellenbosch. 19, they've done themselves a huge favor. Firstly, in confidence, the confidence will shoot up. Secondly, well, they didn't like getting knocked out of the Nedbank Cup.
No, they didn't.
But the fact is, they don't have the Nedbank Cup to worry about anymore.
Yes,
they can focus.
No distraction now.
No distraction. They have now got themselves 19 points. In as far as trying to, I mean, they're chasing TS Galaxy in the top 8, and for them, it would be such a great story for me if they could get into the top 8. They're now 5 points from the top 8. From where they started, where they've been for most of the season,
to
if
now
they get into the top 8,
to even be a
conversation,
a thought of being in the top 8.
Top 8. So, hey, big result for Stellenbosch. Huge
That
result.
derby. The biggest game in Soweto.
Yeah.
The biggest game in South Africa.
Yes.
The biggest game in Africa at the moment. And you've got the biggest stadium, a 90,000 capacity FNB stadium. And two teams that come to the derby
Walking wounded.
Yes. Coming in, flying with L's everywhere. Pirates, 2 losses in a row. Kaizer Chiefs, 2 losses in a row. Nobody's coming there with confidence.
And Kaizer Chiefs most recently 3 losses on the trot against Stellenbosch. We have to mention that. Stellenbosch, they 3
Gavin Hunt has got their number.
Yeah, Gavin is there.
He's hunted them
the Gavin
down.
Hunt thing. You know what I mean? He's making life interesting for everybody, I think, in as far as the Betway Premiership. But yeah, two sides where, for Chiefs, I think, look at today's performance. Who put their hands up for the derby? We know Chislett probably doesn't start the derby.
No, the thing is,
Shaba was, I think, on a yellow warning. If he picked up a yellow today, he would have missed the derby, so he'll start the derby in the number 10 position.
Mabue is the start. Mabue
Mabue is a
number
definite
one.
number
one on
the
the
Silver, for me, definite starter. Lilepo, definite starter.
Okay. Ngobo, does he start or do you bring
That's where the question marks come in. I think there's a space there for Ndlovu, maybe even Ndlovu. But
Dupree?
Not a starter.
Who do you bring on there? Do you bring
Modi, who can defend and go and attack?
Or do you put Shabalala there?
Or you can even go. I think either Modi or Vilakazi out wide on the left, Shabalala 10.
Okay. So you keep in Shabalala at 10.
Yeah.
Mabue is definite start.
Definite starter.
Kele. So let's then discuss. Kele, Ndlovu, or Ngob.
Either I think I don't know if Ngobo did enough today. And he was substituted. Well, I guess even some of the best players today were substituted, so that doesn't really count. But I don't know if Ngobo did enough today. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mabuye and Ndlovu there again.
Did the technical team do enough?
No.
To make sure that they put Chiefs in the win?
No. I think once you noted the momentum was lost 10 minutes into the second half, 55 minutes. I was saying it to you before they made the change.
You said they're taking too long. They're taking too long.
Taking too long because the momentum just carries on, you know. Once they noticed the momentum was lost, they didn't make the changes 10 minutes in. They didn't make the changes 15 minutes in. They started to make the changes around the 70th minute. By then, even the guys coming on, how much time are you giving them to affect the game?
Interesting thing. I have a special...
And also, who are you taking out? You can't take out my boy. You can't take out the Silver.
But I've got this thing. Kaizer Chiefs have given Chislett jersey number 23. It was the number worn by Belle Nomvet.
Yes.
Does that not put him under pressure to be able to deliver something?
No.
Or jerseys don't mean anything?
No, they do mean something. But let's be fair. We're both football people, right? We've both been watching the game since the 80s.
I'm more on the plumbering side.
Well, we've both been watching football since the 80s.
Yes.
Nah? We grew up playing football. We love football with all our lives. We love South African football.
Yes.
More than anything else,
The
right?
PSL.
You and I, we grew up on South African football. You know? You're the first person I remember mentioning that Upele played with the number 23 at Chiefs. I didn't even remember that until you mentioned it. When you mentioned the number 23, I mentioned Jordan. I mentioned David Beckham.
Yes.
I never thought Pele until you mentioned it. So I don't think too many people remember that fact. You know, as far as Chiefs fans. Yes, now that you mentioned it, many at home, maybe, tell me, I'm keep, maybe, you know what I mean? But I don't think many people remember that fact. Maybe a guy like the late Pumlani Msibi, yes, he'd remember that, you know what I mean? But you make a great point. But I don't think that number will wear as heavy on Chislett's back.
So, but the badge is weighing heavy on him.
The badge? No, it's his first game, come on.
Look, I think Chislett had a brilliant first half. The touches that he's got.
He was right, yeah.
The
nice
touches that he's got,
quality
some
deliveries.
And the fact that he's he's now owning the set pieces.
Yeah.
Because when you own set pieces, it means
Yeah.
people respect you enough to be able to say,
Sure.
take care of it.
Sure.
But do you see him as an impact player, maybe on the derby?
It depends. It's like he offers you so much, something so different to Mdu comes on, plays 10, and you saw the runs. You saw the how they was piercing the defense, and there was penetration.
Yeah.
Minus maybe the end result, but the penetration is there. Chislet doesn't
They're
quite.
running into the right
They're
space.
running. Look, Mdu's got the passing that Chislet's got, maybe, and the running, the movement off the ball. Chislet, yeah, I see him on the ball, but I don't see him making runs that hurt people. Maybe not yet.
The main question is this. Having seen Chiefs, because the derby one has got to believe that it's the derby for the gauntlet. For the first time in a long time, this is a derby that has got to be top of the table. And the winners could possibly go on to win the league. Right?
Still early though, but yeah.
It's still early, but because
yeah,
still
you're right.
still going to come back
You're
for the
right.
second one.
Could go on and yes.
Having said all that, does Kaizer Chiefs have a team capable of beating Orlando Pirates?
Yes. They beat them with a lesser team in the Nedbank Cup final.
No, that's last season.
Yeah, I'm just saying. When you look at the strength, when you look at the strength of the team in Chiefs,
Now they're slender. They're in the coaching department.
now they've got a stronger team, squad. Chiefs. I say yes. The only issue is how ruthless can Chiefs be? Today, if Chiefs are ruthless, they score 3 first half, 4 goals, easy. This game is put to bed. They score maybe another 1 second half. Did I say this because of the quality of chances? I'm not just saying because it's Chiefs. Because of the quality of chances they're creating. It's ruthlessness now. The keeper doesn't play for a good 55 minutes. We don't know who's the keeper at Chiefs. So you can even see Stellenbosch came in late to the game.
Very late, yeah.
But in that 55, or let's say first 45 minutes,
Chiefs
Chiefs
were
are
everywhere.
but they're just not ruthless enough. So they can be Pirates. The question is, can they be ruthless? Because against a team like Pirates, against a struggling team like Stellies, against other teams that will be struggling and playing, people are playing for their lives, people are playing for their careers. Some want to stay at the clubs they're at, some are trying to sell themselves.
Some are trying to be in new contracts.
Yes. People are playing for contracts. Now it's that time of the season where you start thinking, hey, I can't take time off work. You know?
Yeah.
Whether you're a coach, everyone is fighting for their jobs. You might need, in games going forward, to be able to score more than one. For Chiefs to score against Al Masri this year, one goal, one game, more than 2, if I'm not mistaken. Before that, you have to go back to October. For the last time they scored 2, it's not good enough. It won't help Chiefs meet their aspirations towards the end of the season. Look, they already have no cup competition that they've won. They need to finish at least 3rd.
Yeah.
At least. Get a Confederations Cup spot and say, okay, look, we're going back to Africa next season. But for that to happen, with everyone being desperate, you're going to need to be a bit more ruthless, score more than 1 goal a game.
The mood on the Pirates camp and the Chiefs camp, they're both coming off back of L's. They've lost their games, 2 games. How are the teams feeling? How is the support? The pressure now, the supporters are now no longer confident in these teams to say they're going to win.
Look, from a neutral point of view, isn't it nice?
Very
It's
nice.
It's even. It's even. You know what I mean?
Very perfectly positioned.
Perfect playing field. No one has got more confidence over the other. Everyone's under pressure, real pressure, because no one wants to lose 3 in a row out of these 2 teams. I don't know what you think about Pirates, né? But I believe, like Chiefs, they're under a tremendous amount of pressure. Even the coach now.
They're just going through a bit of a slump.
Is it going to be a bit of a slump if they lose against Chiefs, or is it going to be a proper slump?
No. Then understanding is gone out the window.
Yes, according to some fans. So even the coach is under pressure. Players are under pressure. Players fighting for positions.
Even the FBI with the Secret Service.
Never forget, the World Cup is at the end of the season.
Every player wants to go.
People are fighting for World Cup spots.
Amara, Mexico is not safe.
I'd rather go to Mexico, get kidnapped in Mexico and say I was at the World Cup than not go to the World Cup if I'm a player.
Yeah.
What do you think of Pirates? Do you think they're cruising into this game nicely, or do you think they're having some serious conversations behind the scenes?
Certain words cannot be used here. Cruising into this game.
Exactly.
These 2 teams, nobody.
They're having serious conversations.
Because you're looking and you're saying, Apolis, Moremi, really, where are you guys?
Mbule.
Tito, where are you? Mbule, you were
Who's
the
starting
big.
now? If Wadu had all the players buying, now some of them are looking at him and saying, yeah,
You know what was the funny thing that I picked up on social media when you listen to supporters?
yeah.
I picked up Pirate supporters don't believe when what you say a player is injured. They were like, it's Mboni Lumbat. People were going to the pre-match press conferences seeing this one was training, but you told us they're injured. You said Dlamini is injured, but Dlamini is playing. You said, and you're going, that's not at the point where there was the confidence. You know, I haven't heard a song that this song.
If the fans are going through that, do you think some of the players are going through that at Paris?
You know,
Do you think maybe
you've gone,
I should be starting now?
yes, because those who are starting ahead of me,
saying,
those who are ahead of me are not winning. Winning shuts everybody up. If you're not winning, you know, at the beginning of the season, when you would go to Escotine at the Orlando Amstel Arena, I must say it right.
Why are you saying beginning of the season? Say 2 weeks ago.
No, 2 weeks ago, there was a song, but
No,
mate, sekukute. Emakhaya sekukute.
well, for now, we'll see what happens over the weekend. But I'm just like, both these sides, I just like the fact that everyone's under pressure. Everyone's under pressure. They might just say the derby is one game. Whatever. Okay, yeah.
No, everyone is
If
under
you're losing
pressure.
3 in a row, the derby
Because
is not just one game.
in the back of your mind, you are going, those ones from Pretoria on top. If we drop points here, it gives them an opportunity.
Winika or McCarthy, do you think they had a good bet game? I mean, in the end, they conceded.
Look, if you concede 2 goals, then you're no longer in the good part.
So is your man back in the conversation?
Ooh. Miguel.
Yeah, is he back
Miguel,
in the
Miguel.
Do Chiefs go back to that 3 at the back thing and play 2 wing
You see,
backs?
for me, here's the thing. At this time of the season, should coaches still be experimenting with formations?
No, it's not really experimenting. Those are the formations that you are able, depending on your opponent, you are able to play. I would love, I mean, in my fantasy football team or football manager, I like the fact that I've got 3, 4, or 2 or 3 formations I play depending on what I want to do. I can imagine coaches are the same.
You want to experiment? You're on your own,
Not
black man.
experiment.
Black man,
Not
this is not a game
experiment.
to experiment that's coming. You can experiment with Richard's Bay.
Okay, which is the best Chiefs foot forward is what I'm asking you. 4 at the back or the 3 at the back with the 2 wing backs?
3 at the back with wing backs.
So that's what I'm saying.
So
Do you think
they-
they're going to revert back to that? Because the 4 today didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Although the 3 didn't work in Egypt.
Oh, Chiefs have got many problems. But Mapena, thank you for coming here.
Yeah,
What a click bang goal.
Titus. Yeah, when Titus is Kevin Hunt's favorite person right now. Maybe Kevin Hunt wanted him to get that man of the match award, you know. Ubashaying and Nedbank Cup, Oba Vichis and Amaj, Betway Premiership.
All I've got to say, man of the match. Sage Stevenson deserved to be man of the match. Thank you for watching along with us at Omni Audio Africa. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Thank you for joining us on TikTok. And thank you for